Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Tre Hendrix here in the Tre Hendrix Podcast. I do got a special guest, a good friend of mine. I'm gonna allow him to introduce himself, though.
Uh, I'm Tyler Conan. I am a rapper and producer from Garden Grove, California. New father, stoner.
He had to drop that father in here to let him know. You know what I
I don't
mean?
know. Got a lot going on.
Hey, facts, man. How did we met? I'm trying to think. I'm like, how did
Uh,
I actually meet you? I don't know. Maybe I just don't know. I'm really trying to think.
I guess just through shows.
It has to be because we know the
I would
same
go to
people.
shows. Vista would invite me to some shows, and
True.
you were rocking with him, so I would pull up and I'd see you perform and stuff, and we just start talking. You had like songs about baseball, and I used to play baseball, so it
Yeah.
worked out.
Facts, bro. So when did you start music? And follow-up question, like, are you a rapper or a singer or what are you, dog? So answer those two for me real quick, man.
All right. So I've always written songs since I was a kid. Like I've actually found old papers of songs I wrote when I was probably like 4 or 5 years old.
Shit.
I mean, they're terrible. It's like shapes and colors are the lyrics, but you know. And then I don't know. In high school, I would write rock songs because I
Uh-huh.
listened to a lot of rock music.
Yeah.
Typical like white boy intro to hip hop. I heard Eminem "Lose Yourself," and I
Oh,
was
and that's what did it for you, or what?
that's me, man. That's me. I can't even shame myself for that. Eminem was my introduction to hip hop, and as soon as I started listening to it, I started writing it, and it's just never turned back. That was in 2009, so around
Okay.
11 years writing now, 9 years recording,
So
and
okay. So when did you first? Okay, before you even hopped in the booth for the first time, you were just writing lyrics or freestyling, or
uh,
what were you doing then?
writing lyrics without even beats, which is you know, I think that's probably how a lot of people start out, right? You
Yeah.
just write random bars. I would be like writing bars in the margins of my math homework. I don't know what my math teacher thought about it all, but you know,
Shit.
yeah.
And then who or at this time were you rapping with your friends, or did anybody even know you were writing, or you just kept it to yourself, or what was it? Explain the
Uh,
process like that.
I mean, I was trash. So for the most part, I kept it to myself.
Same, man.
Uh, I had one friend who told me he used to rap back in like sixth grade.
Uh-huh.
So, and then we went to high school together. So I would always invite him over, and then I would force him to rap with me,
Mm-hmm.
even though I knew he didn't want to.
All right. That's how it works usually.
And then, yeah, I just met a couple other people that also did it, and I made a collab track with a guy, and he sold me his old setup, and it was cool.
And this is around like what, high schoolish age
That was
or
in 2011, so I was a junior in high school when I got
oh,
my first like real setup.
got you. And at this point, were you just a strict rapper, like get you with the bars? Because now when I think of your music, I think of more like melodic. You
Yeah,
sing a lot. I could
yeah.
picture a lot of those songs like on the radio. Even at that time, were you like making music like that, or were you just
Oh
hitting them with the
nah,
bars? Or
nah. My high school days. Oh man, I hated that shit. I hated that. Anything pop rap, singing rap. I didn't like none of that unless it was Fitty coming with a melody.
true?
I was all about, man, I was on like a strange music wave. I listened to all that Tech Nine and
Yeah.
Popsin, and I was really big on Kendrick, which I still am, but I was straight rap back then.
You're on like that backpacker shit like that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, like Locksmith from the Bay Area, man.
Hmm.
The melodies didn't come until a little later. I mean, I always liked to dabble with singing,
Yeah.
but I just never considered myself very good at it. And to be honest, I still don't all that much, but I do a
I,
lot of takes and use a
you
little bit
sing
of auto
good,
tune, and I
bro.
make it work out.
No, bro, you sing good. No lie. You sing like the hardest part for a lot of people is just singing in key. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like as long as you hit
yeah,
the right notes, then all that
yeah,
other shit. And look at who am I thinking of? Like Frank Ocean, for example. Like
right.
he is not the greatest singer, like you know what I mean? But he's more known
Yeah,
for his songwriting and song
yeah, his writing's
composition.
incredible. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you don't even need to be like freaking Ariana Grande-esque vocal range or nothing to, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
make a impact, at least in my opinion.
That's what I think sometimes. 'Cause I think about like a guy like Kanye, right?
Mm-hmm.
He sings and he ain't a singer, but I love when he sings. I love like that raw sound of him kind of being able to sing, you know? It
Yeah,
makes it that much more raw and emotional to me.
I agree. And look at like the bigger rappers now. Wait, well, Drake obviously sings, and his singing has gotten better, you know, over the course of his
Yeah,
career. I would say the
yeah,
same with J. Cole. Like he do a little singy type deal too.
yeah.
Kendrick, I don't think I'm really trying to think about. I don't think I ever heard Kendrick sing on a track or anything close to it. I'm really trying to think. Can you think
Nah,
of something?
he does his little alien voice.
Yeah.
It is cool. I mean, it works,
Uh,
but he puts like some underlying melodies in like his tone and
true.
everything when he raps, but like, yeah, I've never heard him like straight up sing like that.
But okay, so back. All right, so let's fast forward to like high school ended. You graduate high school.
Right?
Assuming you graduated, right?
I did graduate.
Your math
Yeah.
teacher didn't flunk you for writing, you know.
Nah, I got a C minus. I passed that.
Shit. But all right, so you graduate high school. So what's the next step there? Are you thinking of like your music career? Are you just thinking about, yo, I'm trying to get a job or I'm trying to go to school? What was your mindset then?
Well, I was like, I ain't gonna go to college because I'm gonna be a famous rapper by the time I'm 23.
Well,
I'm about to turn 26 now. I'm close, you know. I'm almost there. Not
no
really, but
lie, no lie though, no lie. Don't mean to cut you off, but no lie though. Like I said, I listen to your songs. Like I picture like them being on the radio or being, you
well,
know,
thank you, man. I
walking into
appreciate it.
H&M or something and playing in the.
Hey,
But
I don't even care. That's goals. Throw me on it, Old Navy.
right? No, but I just think like as far as talent and like music, like it's good. It's just I think it's just the opportunities, you know what I mean? And I think
Yeah,
more will come your way in the future, most definitely.
thank you. I appreciate that. I gotta step my marketing up a little bit, but
Nah, you chilling, dog. You people know who you are.
yeah, but we'll talk about that. But
All right. So, what was your mind state after high school? Back to the subject. My bad.
well, yeah. So I graduated high school and I didn't go to college because I thought, music is just a thing I want to pursue. I've never been good in a classroom. I'm ADHD as hell, can't focus. Obviously, I'm over here writing bars in my homework.
True.
And, so I was just like, I just want to go hard in the music. If I'm going to college, I got a job, I'm not going to have time to pursue what I truly love.
Yeah.
So I started working at the business I'm still working. And I was focused on music. And then, I mean, things kind of happened. So I played baseball with Eric Woods
Yeah. The homie.
in high school. I played with him. And then the year after I graduated, or after he graduated, I went just randomly to one of their summer ball practices,
Oh.
and he happened to like randomly go to the same one.
Oh shit.
And he was talking to me. He's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get started like rapping and stuff. Do you know anybody that makes beats?" And I was like, "Well, I make beats." So I sent him a little pack, and they were awful. But him and the squad loved them. So all of a sudden, I'm LM. So that's how that all happened.
Oh,
That was
dang, you beat me to it. That was my next question.
that was in 2013. I became part of LM. Yeah.
So, explain to the people who don't already know, like, what is LM? Who is LM? Who's in it? And how did it come to be? Or at least how did it come to be from the time you joined?
Right. I mean, there's a lot of backstory to it. I don't even know. But basically, LM stands for La Vie Mate, which is it's like rough French. Its
Yeah.
basis is in Samoan culture,
Oh, okay.
and they speak a little bit of French, but it's not like France French.
Yeah.
So if you ask an actual Frenchman, they're gonna tell you it doesn't make any sense. But basically, what it's going for is like our business is our life. Like we do what we love and we do it together and we all push each other towards our individual like business and life goals.
Mm-hmm.
LM is like it's a family. It's bigger than just the music group because we are a music group. There's a
Yeah.
few of us that make music, but even bigger than that, it's a family. There's different, Samoan families that all come together, and not even Samoan. There's, I mean, Latino families and everything all come together, and we. we party and we kick it and we hug and we laugh, and it's real, like it's like
No,
a real family,
no facts. Because I remember when I kicked it with y'all before, I was like, yo, y'all have a good ass time. Y'all drink a lot of beer, y'all joke on each other, and y'all just legit have fun. Some
Yeah,
got beats playing, just freestyling, fucking around. Like it was legit a good
yeah,
vibe when I was kicking it with y'all.
yeah. I appreciate that. That's how it is. Everybody's just super accepting of each other, and we all come together to, we talk a little bit of business and we have a lot of fun.
So who are the members of LM?
All right, so we got me,
Mm-hmm.
we got Woods, who's also a rapper. We got Crix, who's a producer, an
Yep.
engineer. And we got Young OC. He used to go by Young O when I met him, and he's a rapper in the group. Then Brandon Dewitt. He hasn't been on anything official in a while, but I'm thinking he's about to come out of retirement, so we'll see about that. He's actually a really dope vocalist. He's a singer and he's
Word?
on like some Weekend vibes, but no disrespect to the Weekend. I think Brandon sings better.
Word? Oh, hey, you gotta send me some of his
Crazy.
stuff or something so I could check him out.
Yeah, he's crazy dope. He had a feature on Tavi's first mixtape, Hello
Oh,
95.
oh, word? He was on there?
Yeah, on an interlude.
Oh shit, yeah, I'm at the peep for sure then.
Yeah, he's tight. And then there's a guy Sleeks, who I don't know if he's ever been on an official LM track, probably, but not during my time.
Uh-huh.
He's daddy mode right now. He's got his kids and everything, his job. He's doing his thing.
Yeah.
And then there's my bro Steezy Bad, long live. He passed away a few years ago, but he was also a rapper in the crew.
Mm-hmm. So
That's the music squad.
damn. And then y'all have just another squad of just homies and just family and
Yeah, man.
shit. So what do you I'm trying to figure out how to ask this question. All right. As far as what are the difference all right, we might have to edit this shit. But
You're
like
good.
what are the differences in being part of a group as opposed to if you just wanted to do this music shit like solo dolo?
Right, right. Um, I mean, being part of a group is really it's difficult. It requires a lot of communication. You got to try to
Mhm.
get everybody on the same page, get everybody to show up to photo shoots,
Yeah.
make sure they don't get too drunk,
Yeah.
and you got to really be able to rely on and trust in your partners.
Hmm.
I mean, the benefits are good because, it's just, I feel like people resonate a lot when they see like a group on stage. There's a good energy they can vibe out. A lot of this generation is ADHD, so having different people on different verses always sounds good. Everybody loves a collab track.
Oh, without a doubt.
So, those aspects are good, but you got to make sure, the, there's a trust and reliability there. You got to be able to tell people when they're fucking up and when they're doing good.
No,
You know?
agreed. And one thing I do like about LM is like, yeah, you guys are a group in a whole, but still everyone else branches out. Like you have your solo records, Woods has his solo records, Young OC, Crix is doing his thing producing for damn near everybody. So
Yeah.
so yeah, it's definitely a vibe. I remember I'm really thinking now, I'm like, I think I probably met y'all at like Wet Wednesdays, the like before OG Mike's Wet Wednesdays, like the one in Fullerton at that one spot. What's it,
Mm.
Leonardo's or
Yeah,
something like that?
Leonardo's.
Ye-
Yeah, that
co-
was where we started throwing those shows.
Yeah, that's a see. I'm an OG, bro. I was there for that. People don't know. It used to be at
That's what's up.
Leonardo's.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a cool experience being able to throw those shows with DJ Robert Blaze and Exotic Sounds.
Fact. So how did that even come about? You know what I mean?
Um, we did we did a memorial show
Mm-hmm.
at 99 Bottles in Anaheim for Steezy Bad for 1 year after he passed, and Blaze was the DJ for that show.
Uh-huh.
So that's how he originally came to find out about us. And then he was trying to do the Wet Wednesdays. Originally, he was doing them different artists every month.
Uh-huh.
So he did one with Tavi, and Woods pulled up to that. And Woods chopped it up with him, and then he was going to do one with Woods.
Mm-hmm.
And then the night that it was supposed to go down, we had everybody lined up, all the squads were pulling up, and it was raining, and they got a leak, and they canceled the show.
Oh wow.
So then I had already been talking to him about doing my own after Woods, and we were just like, you know what? Let's just put it all together. So now it was an LM show. And Blaze hit us up. He was like, yeah, book a few artists if you want. It'll help more people get there. And the only person we ended up booking was Danny Rose, but he brought a good amount of people, and we brought a
Yeah.
good amount of people. And Blaze was just like super happy with the turnout. He was like, hey, if you guys want to keep doing this every month, let's do it. You know, so
And it's
that's
been
how it happened. We did it for a year straight.
and it's been great, bro. It's like one of those things where it's like every Wednesday, like first week of the month, like I already know, like I
Yeah,
gotta pull up, like even I'm performing, not performing, whatever. I gotta pull up, see the
yeah,
homies, and it's
yeah,
just like what could I'm trying, almost like a ritual type thing, like like every first Wednesday of the month, that's what you do. You pull up the OG mics or
yeah,
whatever,
man.
and
Yeah.
just vibe out.
It was great. You know, obviously when he first, offered us that experience, my thought was, oh, cool, more exposure for me and my squad. You know, I can
Yeah,
book these artists and then their audiences see us, and those artists see us, and we kind of get sucked into the local scene. But honestly, after that first show, after I got like the opportunity to meet Danny Rose and meet his people and everything, it became about more than that. I love to be able to give, other artists this platform. Like
mhm.
it was it was great. Like it felt really good because I know like how good it feels when people give me opportunities.
Yeah.
And I wished for years that somebody would like, kind of mentor me, kind of guide me, kind of give me some sort of like something to get myself off the ground. So it was cool being able to connect with artists, especially ones who had never performed before, and be able to say, yeah, let's give it a shot.
Without
It
a
was really
doubt.
cool.
And one thing I also liked about it, which is pretty much what you're saying, is like outside of everyone performing like and whatnot, it felt a sense of community. You know what I mean? Everybody together. Like I'll
Yeah,
go pull up, everyone's all excited. Yo, Trey, what up? What up? I'll see you. I say what up to you. I say up to Joe, Max,
yeah,
freaking Cricks, everybody, and it just felt like community. Like this was like Orange County hip hop like reunion, monthly reunion, pretty much.
yeah. There were definitely it was always good vibes, and any artists who didn't bring the good vibes, I didn't really have an interest in bringing back, no matter how many people they brought for themselves. If it wasn't coming together with everybody else, then I don't
No,
want it.
no, most definitely. And I remembered, and I'm gonna do a little smooth podcast transition. I
All right,
remember
for sure.
there at Wet Wednesdays was the first time I heard Everywhere. So
Ah,
why don't you explain how that song came about? Like how did that happen?
well, I am part of this duo with that guy I was telling you about that I made rap with me, who used to
Yeah.
rap in 6th grade. I was part of this duo called Skippy Chunky. It's the most ridiculous thing. The name is just a spin on Chunky Skippy peanut butter,
Uh-huh.
and we just made ridiculous music. Like I don't even know how to describe it. It was just auto-tuned bullshit. It's like we were making fun of mainstream culture.
Got you. Uh-huh.
That's what we were doing. So then I don't know. One day I pulled up to his house. I was in my car. He went inside to go to the bathroom or something, and I just started cooking up a beat in there. And I
Uh-huh.
wrote the hook and the verse all like super quick on the spot. The first verse, I went inside, laid it down, and then he was supposed to hop on it, and I stole it. I stole it from him.
You're like, nah, I gotta keep this one for
I
myself.
told him, you know what? You know what? I'm sorry, bro. Something's telling me I gotta do this one. I gotta do this one. This one's gotta be a serious track. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because even though the track's got like some party vibes and talk about drinking and drugs and girls and all that, the underlying tones are about like basically like the pain of a breakup and like, trying to
It's true.
party it all away.
Pretty much when you listen to the lyrics, yeah.
Yeah, so and then I sat on the song forever trying to write the second verse.
Mm-hmm.
I had written the second verse, and then Woods and O told me they didn't like it, too much singing, rap more. And I was like, damn, but I really like it. So I just didn't write anything else for a long time. And then another guy from LM, my bro Kyle, tells me, you know what? Fuck Woods and O. That shit sounds tight. And I was like, you know what? You're right. You're right. Fuck Woods and O. I like
Mhm.
this verse. So, I just had to finish it up. It was like
Yeah.
probably a 7-month process, but I finally got it done. So
No, I feel you on that, bro, because one of my things was, like we're artists, sometimes we gotta send it to a friend or mutual artist or whoever for feedback. And the
yeah,
one thing, and I appreciate honest feedback. If they don't like it, I like when they tell me they don't like it. The only thing
yeah,
that sucks is when they don't like it, but I really do, and I'm like, damn, why'd I even show them, man? This is hard. They tripping. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, that's the thing though, is you're never gonna find somebody who likes 100% of what you do,
Agreed.
and you can't expect everybody to like something that you think is good
Mm-hmm.
because everybody's got different tastes. You got a target audience you got to hone in on. You can't pay attention to like so and so local rapper doesn't like my verse on this song. Like
Yep.
maybe he's not part of your target audience.
No, good point. Most definitely.
That track though, everywhere,
That
that
shit
shit's a
went
curse.
crazy. Everyone loved that joint. Like when you perform it live, everybody's like, "Yeah, like this is the one."
That's why it's a curse. I try
Why
to
is
mix
that?
in every time I try to mix in new music to my set, and at the end of the set, random people will come up to me and I'll be all excited, because they like my song and they're like, "Yeah, I really like that one where it's like keep another distance everywhere." I was like, "Oh yeah, everywhere, yeah." But what about the new? Nobody wants to talk about my other songs.
Facts, dude. No, I could relate 1,000%. One of my first songs I ever put out in 2018 was a song. What was it called? No Cap or whatever.
I knew you were gonna say no cap. I knew as soon as you said you could relate, I was like, "Oh, he's about to
Because
bring up no
like
cap."
it's a cool song, but like
Yeah, it is. It is a cool song.
I
I
took
really
it
like
out
that one.
my set like once, and people were all like, "Hey man, it was cool, but why don't you play No Cap, man?" I was like,
Man, you know what? Yeah, you performed at Leonardo's when Vista booked the artists for
yes,
that show in
yes, I was
November.
at that one. Yeah,
And I told you I liked no cap after your set.
you're one of them.
That's probably how we met. Was I complimented you on no cap?
Yeah, that's exact. I was like, what? That was probably like my second, maybe third ever performance.
Yeah.
Now the shit's like cool, you know what I mean? But speaking of performances, so what do you do to prepare for an upcoming show? Do you rehearse at all, or you just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna go up there, do my thing? Like, how do you approach it?
Oh, I gotta rehearse. I gotta rehearse at least a little bit. I'm not gonna be like, I'm not super crazy about it. If I take the vocals out of my tracks before I perform, then I'll be more on top of things. But we haven't
Uh-huh.
done that in a while because nobody else was doing it, and it just seemed to put us at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
But uh, but yeah, I rehearse maybe like an hour before before the show. I
Hmm.
pull up, have a couple drinks to get myself loose, but not too many where I'm gonna mess up
Yeah,
my words.
exactly.
You got to find the balance.
But when was your first ever show, and were you like? Because I know mine, I was like hella nervous. Were you that way when your first ever show?
My first show was in May of 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, May of 2017. I was extremely nervous. There was definitely a huge part of me that just wished the show would get canceled right before I went on. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Thank you all for coming, but we've all decided to go home before this guy goes on. That would have
Uh-huh.
been great in the moment because I
Right.
was I was scared, man. I was scared to go on. The timing was unfortunate. The timing. My first show was 2 days after my homie, who was supposed to be all performing with us because it was an
Mhm.
LM show, had passed. It was 2 days after he passed.
No. So your mind state ain't even, you
It
know.
was it wasn't good. It was kind of fucked up, but I mean, it went it went pretty well.
Hmm.
It went better than expected. I was nervous. I'm sure I was stiff. There were things to like improve upon, but
Hmm.
everybody was like, "Man, that was pretty damn good for your first performance." And I was like, "You know what? It was pretty damn good for my first performance, you know? I was
Yeah.
watching the playback. Right after we performed, we went outside and we watched all the playback because somebody recorded the whole set, and we
Mhm.
like looked for things to improve on.
Yeah.
So, you know, and then we went into our second show like a few weeks later, and yeah, I didn't really do that many shows before the whole thing with Blaze. Probably only like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 shows.
Yeah. So not many, and then once we hit Blaze, it's like it's a monthly
Yeah.
occurrence, maybe even a few times a month.
Right. Then I was doing those shows monthly. I was doing shows with Louis LaRue monthly.
Mhm.
I did a couple other random shows at the Doll Hut and at Love and Laughter. So I got I got a lot of show experience in that year.
Yeah. Oh,
It was good.
facts. And I know we got like a lot of, aspiring rappers or new rappers listening to this podcast, but some who've made a bunch of songs in the studio but never performed any of them live. Do you have
Right.
any advice for somebody who's, once this quarantine and shit's over, looking to do their first show but kind of nervous about it, like you were? Like any advice you would tell them?
Get a hype man.
Yeah, that helps.
Get a hype man to help you with your end bars, because you know your first show, your breath control might not be on par. You got to have somebody to pick you up when you fall, for real.
Yeah.
Um, if you make a mistake, don't freeze. Just keep going, because I've seen people kind of like they get too in their head when they make a mistake, and it just causes them to make another and another. But honestly, one mistake in a show is not going to kill you.
Yeah, true. It's learning
Damn
experience.
near every local performer I've seen has made 1 or 2 mistakes in their lyrics before. Like, it just happens.
Yeah.
You're jumping around, you got all this energy, you might have a couple drinks in you, you're bound to make at least one mistake. You're
No,
cool.
you're
But
not
yeah,
wrong,
definitely
bro.
try to work on your breath control beforehand, because that's an important thing that a lot of like rappers especially don't think about,
Mhm.
because it's more like a singing thing. You know, it's
Yeah.
something you would learn in like a vocal lesson, right? Is breath control. But it's important when you're moving around and everything, trying to engage a crowd.
Yeah, they don't know about that. They be punching in and stuff. They don't.
Yeah. And if you're a sweaty fella, bring a rag up there with you. You don't need a wipe down.
Bro, you a fool, man.
It's
But
facts.
all right, so when I first met you, you weren't a father,
Right.
and now you do. You have a young daughter. So tell me how the father life been treating you.
It's great, man. Like, I feel like it kind of comes naturally to me. Not that I like never get frustrated or never make a mistake. Just like
Mhm.
it's not hard for me to like really put myself into it.
Yeah.
You know, I love washing her babas and her binkies and shit, you know, at the sink.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. I love feeding my daughter. I love holding her. I even love changing her diapers. Like,
Mhm.
it feels great, you know. It's very rewarding. I mean, she's adorable. She's like a little human. It's so crazy to watch, like, as she learns how to do new things, you know. Now she's crawling all over the house, and it's crazy.
Shit, so is it difficult now? Because before just juggling, a relationship, full-time job, and music. Is it difficult now? You're juggling, parenthood on top of that, and still
Oh
trying to,
yeah.
get some music out and do your thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, really, I need to come up with like a set schedule, but I've never been like a set schedule kind of guy.
Uh-huh.
So I wing it every single week. But it's really hard. At this point, I've prioritized. I'm not even gonna worry about like making marketing materials and doing all this and that. Right now, I'm strictly focusing on building my catalog.
Yep.
And once I feel like I have a solid catalog, then I'll work at promoting it all. You
Oh,
know,
without a doubt.
because it's a lot. It is, like you said, you know, I'm trying to, you know, be in a healthy relationship. I'm trying to raise a kid. I got a job to go to. I'm trying to like make beats and write songs and record songs, and I do graphics on the side too. And it's just it's a tough juggle, but you know.
Hey, but I know you can handle it though, man. You got a lot on your plate, but I know, I know if out of
Yeah,
anybody you could get through it and you could still put out good content, still be a good dad, still be a good boyfriend, still be a good everything. You know what I mean?
thank you, man. It's, I feel that's just like, it kind of comes with the territory if you want to make it as an artist these days, is to wear many, many hats.
Yep.
Back in the days, when, things were a little less saturated, things were a little more like in person.
Mm-hmm.
If you had the talent, then a label would pick you up and they'd be like, I'm going to mold this person into a star and I'm going to put some money into them because, they're talented and other people believe in them. So let's see what happens. But these days, labels got too smart, man.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, all these people want to be rappers. All these people want to be musicians. Why are we going to do the work of molding them? Let them
True.
build their own brand. And then once it's successful,
Just
we'll
latch
just
on to
offer
it.
we'll offer them a quick bag and we'll reap the benefits of all that.
Yeah, without a doubt. Now they are signing people who've already had established fan bases, already have, a career, so to speak.
Right. They go for
Um,
the young people on purpose because they know those are the guys who are going to sign on for the 50K up front.
yeah, 50,000 advance that they don't even know they got to pay back. They'll be like, oh, cool. Yep,
Right.
sign me up.
Right. And then take all their royalties, all their everything, milk
No,
them for what they're worth.
no, it's a damn shame because I'll be thinking like, all these like rappers and R&B singers in the 90s, like they all like every little documentary, they're always in like a fucked up contract or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
So now it's like it's 2020, we're in the information age. So I hope, if anybody, is presented a contract or an opportunity like that, that they would, do their due diligence, get an entertainment lawyer, shit,
I was
even
going to
get
say,
like a
hire a
second one.
lawyer. Yeah.
Facts.
Second opinion, too, huh?
Yeah, without a doubt, man. If it's like
Yeah.
your career and your job and your money on the line, you just want to make sure everything's right and you're okay with it. You don't want to sign over all your damn rights. So you drop an album at flop and they're like, okay, you're fucked. You don't have nothing else to your name.
Yeah. Because, yeah, you're right. I mean, you hear like artist horror stories, of people like Bishop Lamont, people like
Mm-hmm.
Cassius from Orange County who got
Yep.
caught up in deals and they never made a big enough hit for the labels to let them release their album. So they just got put on a shelf for years until there was nothing left. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And it's a damn shame. And speaking of you, since you brought up Cassius from Orange County, you
Uh-huh.
rep in Garden Grove area. Where do you see the Orange County scene going? You think someone actually is gonna, pop off from here? Someone we know, maybe even, or you think the chance of that happening? What do you? Let me know what you think.
I really hope so. I mean, I think there's a lot of potential in
Mm-hmm.
Orange County. I think with the right work put in, Orange County really could be a hot spot for a new age of hip hop. I mean, there's a lot of unique stuff coming out of here.
I agree.
I mean, you know, uh, do I think somebody could pop off like that? Yeah, I think so. I think if I put enough work in, I could pop off like that.
No, I
Honestly, I
agree.
think you could pop off. I
Thanks,
think
man.
Papes,
Oh, without
Tavi
a
J,
doubt, Papes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Tavi, Freddie Jones, uh,
Killers. Yep.
Acer One, Halo City Mayor.
Nice. He be
He's super
spitting.
talented.
He be spitting. Yep.
He's got bars like crazy.
No, you're not lying at all, bro.
Blake Jones from Santa Ana.
Yeah,
He's
he
got a great
nice.
sound
He
too.
could sing. Yeah. Damn, you know everybody. That's you
Uh,
tapped in.
I've been around the county. I think
Oh,
Medusa and
she's
Project
dope.
1503.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't say this on the podcast, but I'm going to. I'm really bummed that Die Alone's not still part of Project 1503.
Oh, I know,
They
man.
had such good chemistry, the three of them. It was crazy. Their live shows were nuts.
No, they would kill it. And like I think all of everybody's sound complimenting each other. It
Yeah.
was just dark, grimy bass hitting.
I was gonna say that dark underground sound, they were rocking that. They could have and they still could on their own, but I really
Yeah.
think together they were they had something special.
Yeah, you book them for a show, you know, like okay, they gonna bring it, they gonna bring that energy, and it's just gonna be fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's how I found out that they broke up. Was I had booked them for a show, and then
Mhm.
all of a sudden they hit me saying, "Oh, we're not gonna be able to do that." And Daya's like, "Hey, can I still do that show?" And I was like, "Oh, sure." I didn't know what had happened. I was just like, "Oh,
Yeah.
all right." And it's crazy
Yeah, man. But hey, I'm good thing LM is still standing strong, doing their thing, right?
for now, man. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Yeah, we're not going nowhere.
Shit. So yeah, I appreciate you coming on, by the way, man. It really means a lot.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on, bro. It's good to be able to talk about these things. I got a lot of love for the Orange County scene and everything.
Facts, man. And okay, real quick question. This one's by myself. I know I'm interviewing you, but I just have a quick question. Am
Right,
I, and be honest with me,
right.
100% honest.
Okay.
Am I a better podcaster or am I a better rapper?
That's an interesting question.
I'm gonna cut this question out the podcast, but I just wanted to ask you.
I mean, I don't know. I think I think this you did a really good job with the podcast. You kept everything focused,
Mhm.
straightforward, like good questions, sparked good discussion. I really like you as a rapper though too. Like I feel like I've seen you make a lot of progress from when I first met you
Oh yeah.
to now. You're making some big moves. Your stuff is sounding more like professional and polished and everything. And you know, I really rock with you on both aspects. I'm not sure which I
That's
could say
like the
you're better at.
safest answer, but I do appreciate. No,
That's
I'm
like my
kidding with you.
honest truth though. Like I don't know.
Nah, man, I really appreciate it, man. Like I said, like I think you're talented. I think the quality of your songs and song compositions there is just a matter of getting those opportunities to get it heard more and more
Yeah,
places. I think if you spread like songs like everywhere and your other joints out, more people are gonna fuck with it, put it on their
yeah.
playlist, share it with their friends, play it at a party, and just have that ball rolling. You feel me?
Thank you, man. I think marketing is a thing that
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the Orange County scene needs a little help with.
Oh, facts. Mm-hmm.
You look at like Lizzo. She pushed her song for what? What was this? 7 years or something like that. She
Yeah,
pushed
it's
two
been
first
for a
before it
minute.
finally blew up.
Yep.
Everybody, like I haven't seen anybody in Orange County scene push the same song, for more than a few months.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that with no cap. Like, yo, no cap out right now.
You
Banned
should, bro.
18. Boom.
You should still be making it. If people hit you up every time you perform it saying they like it, then what you really need for that song is more exposure. Not another song that's as good as that, but to
Mhm.
get more people to hear that song. You should
Nah,
continue to make marketing material for that.
no, agreed 1000, dog. So I appreciate that. And any other things people should look out for? Any singles, projects, or what should people look out for when you see your name, Tyler Conan?
Uh, I'm really trying to hone in on like a target audience myself. I'm kind of going for the vibe. So I've got a few tracks in the works. I kind of things were getting a little crazy with the world. I felt like, I
Hmm.
needed to take a second and, you know, just kind of reprioritize things, but I'm gonna get back into the swing of it, and there'll probably be some new tracks in July.
All right, hell yeah, man. We're
Yeah,
looking forward to it.
some vibes.
Shit, so you heard it here first on the Tre Hendrix podcast. Tyler's gonna bring in the vibes this July. You better not disappoint, dog.
And I haven't even sent the song I want Freddie on to him yet, but tell Freddie Jones to hop on my song because I'm sending him some.
Oh shit! Okay, I'm gonna send this clip to him so he know.
Yeah,
Hey, facts, man. Thanks again for coming on, bro. It's been a pleasure. Nice, good conversation. Hopefully, I see
yeah,
you soon once all this quarantine shit ends and we get to performing and just having fun again. Hopefully soon, bro.
yeah. We'll set up a show once it's safe, bro.
Hey,
For
facts,
sure.
man. So I had Tyler Conan here at the Tre Hendrix podcast. We're out.
Yeah.